All right, 1 second. All right, good morning. The rising activity of some malicious individual over the past few weeks to compromise digital devices such as official and personal computer, smartphones, tablets, and even entire network has become worrisome. To this end, I have put together a number of steps we must consider implementing in order to keep our data safe. My name is Samson Opasi, and I'll be talking on data security. So, join me this morning as we'll explore those possible ways we can best protect our data and disappoint our adversaries. So, first, it's important that all hard documents, right, all hard documents are properly arranged and locked up in a safe. This will help to prevent those data from falling into the wrong hand. Given that our world is a global village, knowing that data pertaining to organization, data pertaining to um, states as well as individuals are heavily stored on cloud. How best can we protect this data from falling into the wrong hand? So first, it's important that when we sit on Wi-Fi, please, we should ensure that we don't sit on open Wi-Fi because data that are being transmitted in an open Wi-Fi are highly unencrypted and they can be tracked by hacker who sit on same Wi-Fi. More so when I receive link, right? I try as much as I can to go through the link so as to ensure that such link are hypertext transfer protocol secured. If they are not, if they are just hypertext transfer protocol, right, I don't click on them because they are highly unsafe. Sometimes when I carry out, activity online, I do see this notification. Do I want to allow this app, from unknown publisher to make changes to my device? Most times, if I don't really understand what I'm trying to do at that point, I don't accept it. So it's advisable you don't accept that. I know that a number of us can relate to this because over the past few weeks or months, we've been receiving suspicious email and attachments. And for me, I see the power of delete key, right, in my keyboard. So once I just receive this, I just click on the delete key to delete such email because it's highly unsafe. Many a times when I carry out activity online trying to complete one or two registration, I do see this, option. Do I want to continue as thereby syncing my other account with what I'm currently doing? I try as much as I can not to do that because it's not safe. I will encourage us to try as much as you can to enable the two-step authentication, because this will go a long way to protecting our data from falling into the wrong hand. So set that up for your WhatsApp and other of your login. Oftentimes when I carry out transaction online, I usually see this option. Do I want to save my data for other activity? I try as much as I can not to do that because it's highly unsafe. If I must carry out transaction 10 times, I will enter my data 10 times. So advise you to do same. Most times when we browse online, we do see some pop-ups, right? And I guess that some of us do click on it, but it's highly unsafe for us to do that because some of these pop-ups has been programmed by these malicious individuals. I will encourage us to try as much as we can to install the phone tracker on our device, on our mobile, right? It will go a long way to safeguarding our data. Should we misplace our mobile, we can easily track and retrieve our data. A simple 30-second lock screen, not in use lock screen, can go a long way, to safeguard our data. So it's important you have this set up for your mobile device, you have this set up for your tablet as well as your computer, so as to protect your data. I do encourage people not to try as much as they can, not to, use their main email password for any other activity. You can have four, five, six email, and depending on your choice, but try as much as you can not to use your main email password. I One thing I try to do often is to ensure that my apps are up to date. Like I have the recent version of my apps because when you are not updated, you'll be vulnerable to these hackers. So try as much as you can to update. When I receive links, most especially those ones that I don't expect, I try as much as I can not to click on them, no matter what the caption or the message might be, because I don't expect it, I don't click on it. So try as much as you can to avoid clicking on such link that you don't expect. But in a situation whereby you happens to, fall short of any of these measures and uh, you you happen to be hacked, what will you do? It's just a question. But I don't need your response. Just think about that for a second. All right. First, I think that the first thing first is for you to reach out to the relevant authority. That includes your bank, friends and families, other websites, and as well, you can consider reaching out to the Nigerian police for investigation. All right. So more so, you should consider changing your password to something more complex or strong, right? And as well, um, to enable the authentication app on your device as well. So these measures will go a long way to safeguard your data. Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much, Stanton.